Actually kind of amazed we finalized the budget. That was relatively painless.
You know, I have to... So, you must have... Never mind that. My hope is that... In truth, I know he values me, but he has yet to truly cut me corporate reins and let me do as I wish. But, I understand Walter has given you much greater control of our project. Convince him I'm ready for this... As a designer, I see the beauty in our craft and deliver that to the consumer. My desire is to make flying in our... the senses. I have won awards. I am proud of my... But I do not like to brag. Rather, my goal is to change the board's perception of employees like myself from mere cogs in the corporate... artists, and let us do as we please. I did not say that. And yet, if we must play by corporate rules, perhaps my ideas will appeal to you more than my colleagues. Imagine a luxury craft designed for the most discerning of tastes. Every feature designed for comfort and peace of mind. High-end performance, precision engineering, a spacecraft for those who wish to be seen. This will be the most elite personal craft on the market. The ship should be mid-size, spacious but not bulky. We'll want to build it with the highest quality, most expensive modules available. It should feel safe but not threatening. Focus on defensive measures, not aggressive weaponry. Above all, you should be able to picture your favorite celebrity, or Walter himself, flying this ship and influencing others to buy as well. I'm glad you agree. Such an ostentatious luxury craft will be the envy of everyone in the settled systems. Two words. Conspicuous consumption. Are you familiar with this concept? Of course not. It's when someone buys something expensive, mostly because it is expensive in an effort to show off their wealth to others. So, if we target what the wealthy elite and celebrities want, and sell the ship at a premium, they will buy it, and others will follow in order to be trendy. Imagine a star like Borealis is seen getting out of one of our luxury ships. Everyone is going to want one, so they too can feel like a celebrity. Because I am the lead designer on the project. It is literally my job to design it. It is frustrating because I keep getting pushback. And Jules has this idea that we will make a better product by designing it all together. Since everyone has equal say, it led us to a standstill. It was much easier before. Just because I do not like how corporate we have become, doesn't mean I don't like getting paid. Besides, with every successful ship I design, I believe I can influence the company to shift away from typical corporate bullshit and back to taking risks by pursuing art and innovation. Then again, here we are. Yeah, see you.
Hi. Need something? Oh, you really want to hear my ideas? I mean, I have an idea, but it's not that great. I'm not even a designer or anything. So, I was thinking that we could really use a recreational craft in our fleet. But not like super luxurious like our Adonis pleasure yacht, something marketed more towards families. Something Mom and Dad could pack up and take the kids on vacation. You probably think that's stupid, right? I haven't thought of all the details, but I'd imagine lots of passenger space would be a top priority. A mid-sized ship with enough room for one, or maybe even 2 or 3 families to spread out and relax. I don't think it'd need any fancy weapons or scientific equipment, so it should be pretty affordable. Families don't want to spend a fortune, so keeping the cost low will help guarantee plenty of sales. I used to go off-world camping with my family when I was a kid. The other families we met always complained their ships weren't quite adequate for family vacations. They never had enough room, and the kids would always fight. I've done some market research, and no ship manufacturer seems to be making ships for things like this. Which means even if the demand is low, we can fill this niche and still sell a lot. Well, you listened to my idea. It's interesting. There are so many things to... And you also need to think about offensive and defensive capabilities. Yeah, I've only been here for a few months. I did a little marketing for Chunks before this, but it was really more of an internship. Ships are totally different than that. I applied for the job here on a whim because I thought it'd be fun. I never expected to be hired. So far I do, but just between you and me, I feel like I'm in a little over my head. I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. But my bosses really seem to like my work, so... I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm doing... I still feel weird pitching ideas to people who have been at this for so much longer. Take care, okay?
So, you're Walter's friend. I know he chose you to head this project as some sort of favor. Honestly, as senior technical designer, I was hoping to receive that honor, but, there's always next time. Regardless, I'm excited to help you out. Do you have any experience building spaceships? Good. We were worried you knew nothing, and this would be a complete disaster. As long as you are willing to listen to us, we may still avoid that outcome. Now, I know you've been asked to give feedback on our design proposals. Would you care for a brief synopsis of mine? Of course. But first, let me ask you this. What pilot demographic is currently being underserved by the current starship market? Yes. You see, while many ships will operate to that end, few ships are designed with exploration as their primary goal. It is my belief that if we build a ship with that in mind, Strata-Clint will dominate that market sector. It's my hope that we can jumpstart a new era of ordinary people like you and me. I'd start with a small ship profile. It won't need much storage or passenger capacity. Then, of course, you would want an advanced grav drive to reach deep space and plenty of energy for extended flights. In order to keep costs down, it likely doesn't need expensive weapon systems or defensive measures. It won't need those where it's going. And of course, high-end scanners and other scientific equipment is a must. Thanks. Let me tell you, we would not regret going with my idea. This is a chance to do something that will truly inspire future generations. Why do I feel like answering this could be a trap coming from someone who was sent here by Walter to step in and take over our project? It's not like I have anything to hide. I used to think working for a super wealthy corporation would be terrible, but honestly, it's pretty great. They've been good to me, and the stability is way better than any startup. I've had opportunities I wouldn't have anywhere else, so yeah, pretty great. Well, as a senior designer, I'm trusted to work on some pretty important features on these ships. Most of my work is on the technical features, designing them to be more user-friendly. Computer systems like navigation, targeting, you name it. It may not be as glamorous as what Frank does, but without me, these ships would be almost impossible for the average consumer to actually use. See you around, I guess.
I'm wondering if we need another chef in the kitchen. Then again, I hear Walter brought you in to finally make a decision around here. Well, how do I put this? My co-workers are smart people. But between you and me, they're in way over their head with this project. Jules especially. She's new at being a project lead, and has insisted we design by committee, so everyone's voice is heard. Admirable. But no one could agree on anything, and we're running significantly behind because of it. Good. Just so long as you don't push us to make anything too nutty. I think your decisiveness will put us back on the right track. Speaking of which, I think my plan will get us where we need to be as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's simple, no frills, and most importantly, won't cause me any major headaches on the engineering side. Let me tell you, all the creative minds around here are so concerned with designing the most innovative and fancy ships possible. They never stop to think about the kind of work it takes to do that in a reasonable time frame. Yes, we're engineers. Our job is to make the bloody impossible possible. But that doesn't mean it's easy or practical. That and there's never enough of us to go around. Couldn't figure it out from the engineering talk? I'm an engineer, mate. It means I'm the one who's got to put together all these plans and actually make the bloody ship fly. Been doing it for going on 25 years at various star yards. They still haven't realized this place would fall apart if not for me. Instead of letting me get to my work, they keep giving me fancy new titles and got me tied up in endless meetings like this one. No, I'm just trying to set realistic goals. Sorry that ain't exciting to you. So I'm thinking, there's loads of fighters. No sense in mucking about with that again. And we've already got one of the best luxury liners in the biz. What I figure is, the cargo running business is booming, and no one's quite built a personal craft like that to serve the working class folk. Nothing fancy, no frills. Just a simple, sturdy, inexpensive ship with cargo room up the wazoo and make it so easy my cousin's little moppet could fly it. Our objective should be to build a huge ship with plenty of cargo room while keeping the costs low. Doesn't need fancy equipment, just the basics. Basic weapons, basic defenses, basic scanners. You get the idea. I can focus on quality construction, and the ship will practically sell itself. Yes. Just enough to disappoint me even more when we ultimately end up choosing something ridiculous. Yeah, that's me, innit? Company. Done engineering for going on 30. But I keep telling them, it's senior, not lead engineer. Management. Not enough tactile work. Because even if I didn't already think so, I'd tell you that both Walter and Issa are great. The company is kind of young as far as star yards go, but it seems to be going in the right direction, despite what it may look like. I've been doing this for a while at other star yards, and so far, we're avoiding a lot of the mistakes some of the older corps have made. Nope, not really. I like to think I don't have the ego for it. I've got nothing to prove, and I don't rightly care to make my mark on the industry. All I want to do is build the best damn starships I can, and not get bogged down with all the excess particulars. But upper management loves the work I do. They wouldn't let me say no to this. I guess they needed someone to keep everyone's heads out of the clouds, so here I am. Later, mate.
We're all super glad you're here, right? Oh, yes, I actually do have a proposal. I wasn't really expecting you to give me feedback, but why not? I'd like to see us branch out a bit more in the starfighter market. Bounty hunting and mercenary work are both big these days, especially among the hard-blooded Freestars. I'm glad you brought that up. No, and yes, there's a lot of work out there that requires a capable fighting ship. But the real success comes from UC military contracts, which we would hope to attract by building a higher-end version of this ship platform for them. We'd want to give it strong weapons, tough defenses, plus good speed and maneuverability. Most starfighters are fairly small, and the tricky part is keeping costs down with all those fancy modules. Wonderful! Thank you! I'm hoping when the time comes, I'll be able to convince the others that's what we should go with. We'll chat again soon, okay?
proud to be a part of the Stroud-Eklund team.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship. Did you need some? I have never been one to shop. That is all? Very well.
We've detached. Let's get out of here. Nice jump. Right at
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
You would think that deadly predators would have driven off settlers. Humans. We can be so stubborn.
Trade Authority looks to part. Aquila City is bustling.
Got it.
Having a good one?
Let's put this bird into space.
And just like that, we're in space.
Trident Luxury Lines welcomes you. Feel free to dock and talk with our courteous sales representatives.
Docking cycle complete.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Setting down.
Let me guess.
stock versions are never quite what you want, are they?
Hello, Captain Ryan. May I take some things? Return soon.
Low gravity can be disorienting if you're not used to it. If you need a moment, I understand.
Turn around and leave. Now. Huh?
I knew it was fine. You've already lost.
I hope that modification proves beneficial.
It's good to be out and about. Well, lives get stuffy sometimes.
Lifting off now. We're locking into orbit now.
You'll be talking in other things. Get out of my face before I put a bullet in my head.
This place is messed up.
Look, I can't believe they'd rough up our guys for one.
Just want this data view. All right, let's get this over with. We got some. Take a look. Yeah, sure. Yep. Bye.
Don't think system or the Ranger will help you.
Engines firing.
This right here is my catnip. Morbid read.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood?
I feel a great... Certainly, my friend. Thank you again for helping me out with performance.
Hey there, Intrepid Explorer. Ready to make your urgent discovery? Here at Stroud Eklund. Exclusive. We're using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas
there you are. And the thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth. He was almost 70, but according to Dr. Manning over at Reliant, he was in good health. Heart attack, my eye. There's no way that's what happened. No, they certainly aren't. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me. My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdyne and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living. Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you. The security officer's report said they never recovered my poor Thomas's body, which means they're only assuming he had a heart attack. But instead of leaving the case open until further evidence has been discovered, they've closed the book. I want to know why. Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who sees the problem. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience. Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me. Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen. Sure, I suppose that would be fine. was nice speaking to you.
I appreciate everything. Cash only, please. Quieter. Much quieter. I think dealing with Headlock has convinced Seoka to back off from harassing my shop. And according to what I've heard, everyone else's. This should finally give me the time I need to concentrate on running my business, rather than wasting time looking over my shoulder. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business. There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull. Listen, I don't want anything bad to happen. Civic duty? Do you really believe that nonsense? I know what you're playing at. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. No. The officer that threatened me was completely different. And the murderer wasn't wearing a uniform. I'd wager that the murdering bastard has a friend in security that's covering things up for him. Really? Am I not allowed to leave my own shop now? If you really must know, I was going for a walk. Shocking, I'm sure. Come on. I'm not risking life and limb to save someone I barely know. There are people that get paid to do that. I'm not one of them, so I simply prioritized my own safety and didn't get involved. A lot of good that did me. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop, I tell him to leave immediately. In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business dealing with petty criminals or Aurora addicts. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course,
Here
That side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait. No. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. A friend. An old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora, and everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... come on, just let me go. Oh my God. You don't need to...
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me. They did not deserve that. You and I have things to discuss. Have you lost your mind? Is there even a mind to lose? You are in no position. You have murdered an innocent...
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out. End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait. Listen, you gotta hear... A friend. But that's all you're getting. Why else? I need... All they do is rip people off. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the things got... Then I called... Shit, I know. I never wanted things to end up like... Listen. No one will ever see me again. No, I can't let that happen.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Got a problem?
Can I get you anything? It's night. I need to know the truth. Please, tell me. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night? My husband's killer. Did you find him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became, well, vandalism and shoplifting is one thing. But so, what did you do with Rusty? Good. And good riddance. I'm not the type to wish death upon anyone, but he deserved... And about security. Did you... Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. At least I can take solace knowing that justice... I never would have figured out the truth without you. Oh, you're the only person to... Thank you for it.
Yourself on the wrong end of a... Jobs are posted on mission boards across the settled systems for freelancers to find contract work. The Trackers Alliance uses them for some of the simpler jobs. They're posted in most local bars, especially those near spaceports. Goodbye.
Right now. Quickly step painlessly. Reliant Medical.
Seals are good, air pressure good. And we're docked.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
How can I be of service, Captain?
We've got... I'd like to believe that you can help.
Versatility may not be what certain customers are looking for.
So you managed to complete a couple different missions. This will give us lots of data to support building a ship. Of course, if we build a ship like that, we may need the kitchen sink budget, but we'll see. Thanks for your help. Now we just need to solve our interpersonal issues so we can agree on a design. Easy, right? Because I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't. And as long as I'm being honest, it's kind of my fault. I had this idea that we should all collaborate on the design because I thought it'd give us the best results. And I'm not willing to give up on that idea. But it's made this challenging because it made everyone equally invested and no one wants to give up anything. You seem awfully confident for someone who doesn't know how long... I've tried everything I can think of besides some sort of hokey team building exercise. So, what do you think you can do differently? Okay, for real. It's mostly been just a bunch of arguing. First we tried a group brainstorming session, and that went about as well as you can imagine. We tried individual designs, but that backfired. We've had meetings focused on individual aspects of the ship, and that just prolonged the process. I could have put my foot down and made a decision, but then I'd be giving up on my idea that collaboration will build us the best ship. That, and I don't want anyone to resign because of me. I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's fair. Everyone goes around the table and makes... This should drive us towards a more focused design. And since Walter asked you to take the lead on this, I don't... So you're sure about it? Great! Let's get ready to disappoint everyone I thought it was obvious. Until now, that's how it's gone, but no one's relenting. Well... Okay, everyone. Our friend here, remember, not me, has decided in order to move forward, it's the fairest way to do this, and ultimately, I think it's going to make... Okay, fine. I'm willing to cut some of the included hardpoints. It'll mean less fire...
You're looking at me. Oh, look, I'll be easy.
I guess we can... As long as this thing can still make it to deep space and back with no problem, I'll be happy.
I'd be willing to... Yeah, that's... Frank?
Okay, fine, you win. All that gold trim was going to be tacky anyway.
Well then, that wasn't so bad. I feel... Well, we're making progress now, I guess. Based on the decisions you made, well, I'm not quite sure what kind of ship we're going to end up with, but it should be... Now that we've addressed all our issues, we can move forward, finalize the... If you could do us a favor and let Walter know that we're back on track, I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
United Colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
getting used to this place. Does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
I'm expecting big things from you with this ship project. Good to hear. I figured as much. See, I've got to say, it's certainly interesting. They managed to cram just about... I'll be honest with you. This is the most expensive ship we've ever... I'll be happy to make it my new personal ship. Additionally, I want you to have one of the first off the assembly line. Sarah's the best pop... Oh, right. I was... Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have... Nonsense, I say. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, that, dare I say, I am fortunate. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the log. Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Do you think Solomon Co. would have...
Docking integrity, 100%. Good to go, Cap.
It is good to be back in our own ship.
Hello, Captain.
Abershaw can help you if you need anything.
Hey, welcome back. Lots of work to do, but we'll get through it. Don't worry.
picked up some.
Wow, look at that.
Think I can help you? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
Sure, have at it.